Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'd like to thank everybody for coming to the channel. Like and subscribe and leave your comments, whether positive or negative. Much love, much prayers to everybody out there. This here is live conversation number 149. Live conversation number 149, where the topic is. The topic is amongst this conversation. Some people want to see you fail and fall. Here is my disclaimer. My disclaimer is I'm not a pastor preacher or anything like that. I don't hold any type of office in the church. So please stop calling me pastor, minister, and things like that. I'm not that. I'm just a brother here having a regular conversation in general, with the people here on social media. I appreciate everybody, for tuning in earlier. We we had a great workout, running wise earlier, and I'll be doing more of those, sending off encouragement to people, for health and wellness in general, for sure. What up to everybody in the room? What up to Georgina Flemings, one of the channel moderators. Shout out to Call Me Bless One, another moderator of this channel. Excuse me, another moderator of this channel. What's up to Lavon? He says, blessings, brother Tony. Blessings back unto you. The dreaded and terrible God. Greetings, bro. Hope all is well with you. Absolutely. I'm just here maintaining, relaxing. Relaxing is nice and peaceful in the crib. As you can see, nice and peaceful in my crib. You feel me? I ain't in no car. You know what I'm saying? Lady Speed Smith, blessings to you too. Truth Seeker, Ivory Coast, what up, Justice Power? So we here to talk about what up, Pete Barber? What is that? Prototype 1985. What up, Grandma? You said sure was a Lady Speed says sure was a great workout. Blessings, absolutely. I feel great. I got some fish in the refrigerator that I might whip up in the oven, for a good night meal for me. But back to the topic at hand. We here to talk about some people want to see you fail and fall, in general. I don't know why people are like that, but I do know why. Jealousy, envy. A lot of people out there don't want to see you doing good, you know. And when you on a pedestal of really growing and really accelerating in your life upon what you're doing, you could be doing anything, going to school, getting your education, going to college, and obtaining your bachelor's and trying to get a master's, PhD, and things of that nature. Whereas though you go back to your old neighborhood, you may still see some of the same people who were standing on the corner when you was in high school still there to this day. You understand? When I go back to Jersey City and I just ride through the hood and just look, you know what I mean? Just reminisce on me, strolling around the streets and walking and with my friends and things like that, and being around, guns and drugs and stuff like that. Go back and just see some of the same people just standing on the corner, man. Same people on the corner since high school, since I was in high school. And I graduated high school back in 2002, Lincoln High School. You understand? Jersey City. Ruby Bella. Ruby Bella, greetings to you too. Raymond, he says, greetings, brother. Just yesterday, my son and I had this talk about this subject, peace and blessing. Peace and God bless. You know, that's cool. Absolutely. I mean, anybody who's perfecting and anybody who's walking in their greatness and their skill and talent, there's gonna be a lot of haters out there, man. I realize that. I mean, in the boxing world, no, because we all are camaraderie. We all go through the same stuff, you know, YouTube world and stuff like that, and things like that. Well, then again, there could be people on the outside who see you doing good, whether you're an athlete, whether you're in sports and stuff like that. I know we had this talk and what have you upon, some people think playing sports is a sin and whatnot and things of that nature. That's fine and dandy. That's cool, you know. But I seen the effects of what getting involved in activities can do for inner city youth, and I would rather somebody get into some activities upon a recreation or a PAL type of thing versus stand on the corner and selling drugs or what have you. You know what I'm saying? But back to the topic at hand in general, you could be doing whatever. You could be working at Amazon, you could be working at McDonald's, trying to strive to be a manager, a supervisor, a CEO. You know, what up, Jen Juice? He says you ain't got no car. He said the shade. you know, you said you ain't in no car. My fault. Georgina Fleming says, did you see the YouTuber talking about Gino Jennings blaspheming the word debate and that you are doing the same? It's scheduled for 8 people. For 8 people. Listen, Georgina Flemings, like I said, I type in my name, sometimes rather every day on YouTube. Here's how I see what people, if people are talking about me or whatever. I come on YouTube, I go in the search bar, I put in my name, Tony Harvin, and I hit the filters and it shows me if somebody talking about me today, this week, or this month, you know. And what else I do? I go to my copyrights, you know what I'm saying? And you can see if somebody's like using your material. A lot of people I flag because they use my material for negative reasons. You understand that? That's how, I find out somebody's, talking about me or have something negative to say. But, people like him, he's another one. He's another one. They're gonna make a whole bunch of videos, and they've been listen, it's nothing new under the sun. It's nothing new. I had these debates sessions for 3 years. You understand that? Look at the video he made before that about I don't watch these people whole video. I don't. He had something to say about spiritual molestation. You know what I'm saying? What type of fun boy stuff is that? You know what I'm saying? What type of fun boy stuff is that for a man to say that about another man? You know what I mean? But I don't. I'm learning. I was running today, and as I was running, talking to y'all, I'm thinking about, listen, you know what? I'm not even going to respond too much because Mr. Ham made a comment in which that was very encouraging, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't waste your time on these people, which was very encouraging. It had me thinking. It's no longer Tony Harvin, back in the hood and things like that, ready to go in on these people. You know what I mean? I wouldn't care if you were a church person. If you had something to say, it was on. It's on, seriously. But at the end of the day, what I'm doing or what everybody else is doing for the truth, for positivity and things like that, keep it moving. Don't even let these people bother you mentally. You know what I'm saying? Although I never did, sometimes you gotta throw a little, to these people, metaphorically speaking, with videos and whatnot. But you're right, it's crazy. Listen. I'm not even going to watch that mess. I don't even watch it. Some people send me links about certain false prophets. Writing letters to them. It's funny how the same false prophet in Alabama, stating that he's backed up in letters, but every time we get a letter about the truth of God or Tony Harvin or C Rock Smooth or anybody promoting the truth of God, they want to read it. I don't get it. You understand that? And they say the same stuff over and over. Over and over. My man, you listen, you cannot hurt what's going on over here. I don't care what you do, brother. I don't care what you doing, what you say. You can say you caught this or you caught that or whatever the case may be. Listen, you ain't gonna hurt nothing over here, man. And for a man to call himself a so-called elder, in condoning criminality in reference to putting up an illegal wiretapping, you call yourself an elder? Really? Really? That's crazy. And people do spoof words. People spoof videos and stuff like that. We see it in general with certain videos. People could change your narrative to what you're trying to say in a video or in a audio or anything like that. They could mix your words around. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? But that's what people do over the internet. They try to create a story. They try to create a narrative. You know what I mean? They try to make you fail, to make you fall. You understand that? But that stuff hasn't worked. You know, all these listen, all these so-called preachers, church people, so-called, you know, who got something against what people of the truth put up. Shout out to Sunday. You know, he does the testimonies. Sunday, what is it? I Thrive podcast. The same false prophets put his picture up. Listen, Sunday's a cool dude. You know, he don't bother nobody. Why they bothering him? I don't get it, man. Sunday gonna keep doing what he's doing. Shout out to him, I Thrive podcast, man. He's doing his thing, you know, over there putting up those testimonies and whatnot. Just keep doing what you're doing. You understand? Keep doing what you're doing. You know, shout out to Craig Giselle. You know, he got his YouTube. Keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Khadijah Reeves, all those people, Julian Perdido, C-Rock Smooth is Juicy TV. Whatever you doing in life, keep doing what you're doing. I'm encouraging the people. If you're doing something positive, if you're putting out the truth, keep doing what you're doing. Never mind these false prophets. They can say what they want. They can make all these videos. They can say whatever. At the end of the day, this channel gonna keep going, putting up the truth of God. This channel gonna keep going, putting up things of encouragement. You know, I'm gonna keep doing it. So they can say whatever. You know what I'm saying? They can say whatever. They can say, listen, they can say my mother. You understand? You understand that? They can talk about my kids. I don't care, because I'm still gonna put out truth, encouragement, and things that's gonna help edify the people. I'm not gonna sit here and make 80 videos a week. You know, metaphorically speaking, talking negative about somebody. I'm not gonna do that. You know, and Georgina Flemings, the same people. Every time I make a video, every time they try to piggyback off me. They try to piggyback off me. I'm saying false prophets, but it is what it is. Lady Speed says, family, you don't have to do anything for people to hate. Manuel Young, Misery Loves Company. Billy Kid, excuse me, says blessings, first time coming. I'm living in Jamaica. My own family bring me down. And co-workers of iniquity trying after me. Wow. What up, Mrs. O? Felicia Williams. What up? What up? What up? What up? You know, shout out to my mother. She just texted me. You understand that? That's mother fast hands right there. All right. Hester. What up? What up? Jen Juice says, hey Tony, did you see the clown called Joseph Roberts who was talking smack about Pastor Gino with his nasty videos? Joseph Roberts. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. You know, but I don't know. I don't know. My mother funny. She is funny. My mother is funny. Oh man, she's funny. Barbara Mosley. What up? What up, Anthony Brody? Armando Sanchez. I agree with you on this topic. Subject of your title. Absolutely. Bronson says these people out here hating on Tony and the truth of God. You know, you're gonna have a lot of people hate in general. You know, you're doing your thing. You know, you're gonna see that too, Bronson. You know, you're doing your thing. I saw some stuff on Twitter. I'm not heavy on Twitter. I saw some stuff on Facebook, whatever. You're doing your thing. Anything you do for the better, to try to better yourself. There's always going to be somebody. You know who's going to be? People close to you, so-called church people. You know what I'm saying? Those type of people. You're going to see it, man. Trust me. Watch. What up, Greg Giselle? Georgina Fleming says, just stay connected with the personal circle and ignore the negative vibes. Absolutely. Michael Hollingsworth says, greetings. I have been watching some of your videos, but keep on doing what you are doing. Time is coming to the end. Jinju says, did you get my emails about the videos and the other issues too? Well, I get emails. I get your emails, but I try to get to them. It's just so much. It's so much. It's so much, you know. It's so much. But the videos you sent, some of them I already seen them already. Some of them I already seen them like a while ago, you know. But I've been getting your videos at Gin Juice. Tika Johnson says, greetings. What up, Beam Suke? Hope all is well. I'm good. I'm good. Tiffany, what is that? McCallop. What up? Amazing to still have. I'm experiencing this issue with my kid's mother. As of now, never supported me as a father and having a good job and a good father. That's deep. That's deep. Listen, man, like, if that situation just keep doing what you're doing as a father. You understand? Try your best. And if you got to take legal actions, you know what I mean, in general, if it comes to that, then you got to do that. You know, keep doing what you're doing. If you're a good father, you're working, you're handling your business, you're taking care of what you got to take care of. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. But I think we spoke upon it a little bit yesterday or the day before, what have you, when we was talking about a good woman, qualities and characteristics. You know what I'm saying? Kim, blessings to you too. Stacy Starr, good evening to you too. What up, Colinette T? Fleming says, people who don't want to succeed will try to discourage individuals from reaching their goals and from moving forward. If God be for us, who can be against us? Armando Sanchez says, illegal wiretapping. Absolutely. They did it to Gino. You know, Dory loved people. They came in the church, they try to question him, and they try to illegally record him. See, a lot of people don't know, if you look at the state laws, you know what I'm saying, into your state, well, that person was from Florida. You understand that? Well, any state, when you record somebody on the phone, you understand that? When you record them on the phone and you don't get no type of consent from them in general, that is considered an illegal wiretap. And in some states, it's a felony. You understand that? So how can one be a so-called pastor endorsing that stuff? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. You understand that? But that was a while ago. That was a while ago. You understand that? Like I said before, people can spoof your words and whatever in a phone conversation. The same way they do it on a video, it's much easier to do it with audio recordings. You understand that? But yeah, listen, that happened a lot. That wasn't the first time I was illegally wiretapped. You know, if you got a recorder hooked up to your phone or you're recording somebody from a computer or something, it's still an illegal wiretap because you didn't call a person and say, listen, I'm recording right now. That's why when you call some companies and things like that, they notify you that this phone call is being recorded. They notify you. But guess what? They ain't going to go out and put it out there somewhere, you know, because they know they can be sued and they know criminal actions can be criminal and civil actions can be taken upon them if a person was to really take it forward and move it that far with their lawyer and whatnot. But that was a while ago. You understand that? That was a while ago, you know? All right. Mrs. O, I literally have not seen my entire family since my brother's funeral in 2017. So I get what you are saying about people want to see you fall and fail. They see I'm standing in my faith strong. Absolutely. Jinju says, like the way they use sound bites of one part of the sermon that Pastor Gino was preaching against hoes. They took that part and twisted it. Yeah, people do that. People do that. You understand that? They try to change the narrative to everything. They try to do that. You know, very crafty. Very, very crafty. And so a lot of people on social media do that. You understand that? They do that. You know, what they try to do for the bad upon Gino during that time, listen, that thing blew up. That thing blew up for the good. Whoever did that. I think it was like a news station or somebody, journalist or something, did that. You know? And they still using that to this day. They still using that to this day. That's crazy. Sylvia says, hang in there. Truth Seeker says, to be honest, Tony debates doesn't come off as edifying of God's word, more like confusion. Listen, that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's your opinion. You know what I mean? Your opinion is your opinion. You know, but contrary to population, the statistics and the percentage of people enjoying it and liking it, and really the eyes getting opened up is a high percentage versus a couple of people saying it. You know, but that's your opinion. You know, that's not going to stop me from putting out discussions and debates. You know, but I appreciate your opinion respectfully. You understand? Jinju says they might come at you about your do-rag, bro. Yeah, they're gonna read that scripture from 1 Corinthians. What is about the 11th chapter? You know, it's just a do-rag, you know. You know what I'm saying? It's just a do-rag to keep the waves, you know, nice and smooth. You know what I'm saying? All right. Barbara Moses says, I'm a tender age senior, and you Tony Harvin is blessed. Appreciate that. He says, appreciate you a soldier. I have 3 sons. Wow, we got 3 sons and no daughters. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. You know, jealousy is real, and I'm experiencing this problem with my kid's mother. Wow. Craig Giselle says, where there is no vision, the people perish. The proverb is so true that people will pull someone who is accomplishing a vision. You're right. You're absolutely right. You know, but, you know, like I said, keep it moving, keep it going, rather. Keep doing your thing. Ablazing says, continue uplifting, what is that, Yahweh, giving him praise and watch Yah work. Hallelujah. Sandra Williams, hello, what up, what up, what up? Mrs. O says, I grew up on the streets with no guidance. Ruby Bella says, people hate it when you stand for the truth, keep standing for God. Absolutely. You're right. Bronson says, I like how you handle all these attacks. You're mentally strong, not just physically. It's funny. You know, like I said before, you know, growing up in the hood in Jersey City around guns and all that, gangs, you know, I never had this issue. You never listen. You hear somebody getting shot up the block. You understand that? You know, some people got killed, shot in the head. You know, so when you see a false prophet on YouTube saying something, you be like, huh? That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing compared to a youngster out there who need guidance. That ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? When I coached the kids, a football team in boxing, troubled kids, one time, that's what I'm concerned about. You know what I mean? I ain't concerned about no false prophets on here. I'm not. You know, I'm not at all. You know, they wasting their time, man. Why they up thinking about C-Rock and me and Jude and everybody else who's putting out the truth? We ain't worried about them, man. At the end of the day, we're not worried about them. You know, at the end of the day, we're not. Absolutely not, for sure. You know. Naomi, hope you funny. Barbara Mosley, salute. Kudos to your blessed, beloved soldier mother, by the Heavenly Father. God, glory, hallelujah, amen. Absolutely. Absolutely. She funny though. Michael Hollingsworth. We are being persecuted because we are under a mighty fine truth of God. Absolutely. You know? You funny at Jen Juice. Armando says, thank you for that. I had no idea. I didn't know all that illegal wiretapping. So, you know, I think it was like it was during the time I was in the police academy. So I attended the Prince George County Police Academy. So that's something that the false prophet in Alabama didn't know. You know, he didn't know. I didn't tell him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't tell him or the person that recorded me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the academy and things like that in Maryland. And this cat that was cool, but I thought he was cool. He was from Florida. So he would contact me, you know, I guess sparring with the word of God and stuff like that, and ask the questions and, you know, just talking as the brethren. But in the meantime, he was recording stuff. You know what I mean? He was illegal. That's an illegal wiretap. That's illegal to do without someone's consent. Now, if you're keeping it for yourself, it's still illegal. At the end of the day, it's still illegal. You know what I mean? You're still committing a crime when you record somebody from your phone. You understand that? Now, if the phone got an automatic recorder and things like that, there's nothing you could do about it. Or some people may use an automatic recorder for legal purposes and things like that. You know, okay, cool. But when you're using it to trying to make somebody fall or fail, and you're a so-called church person, how low is that? You understand that? Listen, if I wanted to pursue something criminal and civil against that person and the person in Alabama, I could have, but I didn't. You understand that? I did. I didn't. For what reason? They don't know no better. It doesn't matter how much Bible they know from Genesis to Revelation or the Apocrypha. If they studied that, they don't know no better. You understand that? I actually saved them. You know what I mean? I gave them a pass. I gave them a pass. You know, I did. You understand that? So I really don't. That stuff behind it. That's behind the scenes stuff. That's behind the scenes stuff that people don't know about or they don't mention. You understand that? But that's not the first situation that a person has illegally recorded me. There's been many situations where people illegally recorded me. They call my phone. I can hear echo or whatever the case may be, or you can just you just know that a person is illegally recording you. You understand that? And people got to be careful with that, man. Brother Jay, who's under LC Mathis. You understand that? I think he put up a conversation with one of the ministers of TOG. You know, so when you do things like that try to illegally record them, if they didn't give consent for you to do it, my man, you could get in trouble for that, man. How you gonna call yourself a Christian, a so-called Christian, and you sitting here in the background illegally recording people? You understand that? Go look that up. Illegally recording somebody, is it a crime in your state or the state that the person is in? So there's two states you got to worry about: the state that the person is in and the state that you're in. You understand that? Be careful. Be absolutely careful, because that's, in certain states, that's a felony. You understand? So how can you call yourself a so-called Christian illegally recording a minister? I don't care if it was Peter Cox also, who y'all recorded. If it's illegal, it's illegal. It's still a crime. If you go to a supermarket and steal a grape and eat it, it's still stealing. If you go to a bank and rob it, it's still stealing at the end of the day. You understand that? And you a so-called Christian? Really? That's crazy. So it's a lot of these false prophets, they members. Listen, they got phone recordings of people, not just me, but people in general, that they put up, that they so-called call themselves exposing. But you only exposing yourself because you had committed a crime of illegally recording somebody over the phone. That's a crime. So how could you call yourself a so-called Christian? How could you say you walking in holiness and you sitting there illegally recording people? You understand that, Brother Jay? You understand? When you recorded, I think you recorded Peter Cox or something like that, you know, or Minister in the Truth of God. I seen that, man. These people, man, call themselves Christians, call themselves striving Christians or Christians, but committing criminal acts, but in a different way. That's why I don't take these people serious. I don't take them serious at all, man. I don't take them serious. Georgina Flemings, you spoke about the false prophet who had the title of debate, right? The false prophet from Canada. I'm not going to mention his name. Now, this is the same false prophet who said don't read the King James Version, right? He says read the New King James Version, right? This is how I don't take these people seriously, because it's the same people who published the New King James Version, which is HarperCollins Publishers LLC, is the same publishing company who published a book called The Gay Agenda, a modern queer history and handbook. This is why I don't pay these so-called preachers no mind at all. You understand that? Cassie Williams, I watch a lot of Pastor Gino videos from your channel. What a blessing, absolutely. Amazing to still have. I got baptized in July 16, 2022 in North Carolina. Knowing the truth, my kid's mother says she doesn't want to marry me, and she communicated with her ex-boyfriend. Wow, what up? Let your light shine. Hester said, I bet your mom is so proud. Absolutely. What up, David F? Absolutely, at Bronson. Let me see. What is this? Somebody spamming? Gotta block this person. It's talking about best adult dating site. What? What's wrong with these people, man? That's crazy. Tika Johnson says, I have 12 siblings from my parents and 11 siblings in-law. When me and my husband got married, we chose to follow Jesus Christ. Now we have no siblings and no family, but we do have peace and much more. Cash Gaming says, remove adult site. You know, I tried to block that person, but it says an error has occurred. You know, I don't know how these people getting through, man. When I block them, When I block them, it says an error has occurred, as if I can't block them. You know, that's crazy. That is crazy. You know, Bronson says these people are ridiculous out here recording you while you're on the phone. Honestly, that's ridiculous. It is. It is. Barbara Motor says, I attended the police academy and changed my mind as the weaker vessel, women, and I left. Well, I mean, the police academy for me, Prince George County, Section 146, it was easy. I loved it. You know, I had fun, but the salary just wasn't cutting it for me. You know what I'm saying? Coming from the truck driving business industry, the police salary, man, it ain't for me. You understand? It ain't for me, man. For all that work and all the studying and what have you, it ain't for me. You understand? You got to be wise when choosing a career. You know, it's cool. You understand? But if you are given a salary which is not going to match up with your rent or your mortgage, the expenses of your kids, your bills, and things like that, you don't need to be in that. You understand? You don't need to be in that. And that's for any job. You know what I mean? If that stuff don't match up to your rent, your mortgage, the expenses of your kids, bills, food, clothes, tithing, medical, dental, vision, health insurance, life insurance, rental insurance, stuff you got to do with the car and things like that. Nah. Listen, I had to go back where the money is at. You understand that? Truck driving, you know? So, but the police academy was fun, man. I had fun. I like all the yelling and exercising and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I enjoyed it. you know, but the salary is just too low, too low for me, you know, too low. All right. Let me see. Corey Finney says, like the Jamaican false prophet who tried belittling PJ and his son. Listen, for somebody to talk about somebody's kids like that, you know, it's crazy, man. That people would stoop so low to talk about somebody's kids like that, you know. Amazing. It says, I have 4 kids from one woman and she doesn't want to marry me and she doesn't love me. What should I do? Listen, if a woman don't want to marry you, man, hey, hey, man, you got to take that L, man. Simple as that. I believe we had a conversation about Christian dating one time. You know, if a woman, if you're interested in a woman or in general, you know, if she decline you, hey, man, it's nothing you could, it's nothing you could do about it. There's nothing, man. We just gonna keep it real. You know, she don't want you. She don't want you, man. Keep it moving. You know what I mean? Because there might be another female out there, you know, Lord willing, of course, you know, that's suitable for you. You understand? So, but if a woman don't want the man or vice versa, listen, man, you're just gonna have to take that L, man. You know, I took a lot of L's in the past. You know what I'm saying? I took a lot of L's. You know, it's hurtful. It hurt the heart. It hurt the heart. But you got to keep it moving, man, for sure. I'm gonna keep it real with you, man, for real. You said the lowriders come to your channel and take screenshots of your channel and go spread lies about you. That's funny, Jin Juice. Michael Hollingsworth says, do people use the word Christian just to justify their wrong or their wicked deeds and desires? I would say, yes, some people do. Some people do, man. Some people do. They think they don't do nothing wrong. They quick to talk about, you know, other people without addressing their situation. This is why I like the truth of God, because Gino is real. You understand that? It's real. He ain't gonna sit here and think he's better than this person or think he's better than that person, man, which is very encouraging, man. You know? Corey Finney says, I just ran across him one day trying to put oh man, that's crazy. That is crazy. K.A. Min says, I just came in from walking. It's funny. Chronicle Jones says, saw you getting the jogging earlier, brother. Absolutely. Blessings to you too. Blessings. Alicia Williams says, greetings. Wonder why I don't get any notifications. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't get any notifications from YouTube. You know, some people call it like shadow banning. You know, whereas though YouTube don't put out the mass amount of notifications to your subscribers, especially when you're putting out the truth. Especially the mass, for sure. When you're putting out the truth, listen. I appreciate that, Flemings. Appreciate that. I see you say you hit him. Hey, Flemings, when you get a chance, block him. You know, block him for sure. All right. Okay. Appreciate that. Oh, okay. Appreciate that. Shout out to Georgina Fleming, handling the business, you know, being a moderator. Appreciate that. Mr. Ham says people was happy when I was struggling and broke. The minute I got a business making money they had a hand stuck out. They had a hand stuck out. Now I'm the best thing since sliced bread, and I don't care about the money. Okay, cool. That's what's up. What up, Sensei? What up? I thank God for my success mentally and physically, Mr. Ham says. For sure. Michael Hollingsworth says, I'm tired of these so-called Christian that like to justify their wicked, sinful acts. Why don't they stop calling themselves Christians so they can go to hell? What up, Ernest Beard? What up? What up? Oh man. Jinju says take the L and bounce, not the end of the world. Absolutely. Absolutely. What up, Cynthia Davenport? Stacy Starr, appreciate that. King Rico says, when is the next debate? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You know. Um Mrs. O says, I only had God when my brother passed away because I mean literally my whole family stopped talking to me. I have never even cried with anyone about my brother's passing in 2017 because there was no one. Wow. That's deep right there. That's real deep. You know what I'm saying? Prayers and blessings to you and your family. When's the next debate? The next debate, I don't know. You know, I don't know. One might come out randomly. You know, it might come out randomly. But some things is in the works. Some things, you know, it ain't really stamped and validated yet. But some things is in the works for sure. All right. You should definitely go to therapy. Grief is tough. Who you referring to at K Amen? Who you referring to? You know? But the topic at hand is, you know, just basically stay encouraged, man. Stay encouraged. You know, don't pay people no mind, you know, when they try to bring you down with them. Because that's just the fact of the matter is. You know, a lot of people out there are lazy. They don't want to do anything. So when they see you starting to succeed and whatnot, they're going to try to do everything in their power to try to bring you down instead of looking at you and try to get advice on how they can develop and build upon themselves and whatever the craft or whatever skill they have in general. You know what I mean? What up, soldier? You said, is it okay to use caps? Well, some people use caps in the sense of yelling. You know, that's the text, that's the message signal, a symbol, you know, using caps of yelling. You understand that? So you know, YouTube has its moderators and things like that, and they look at certain things that I you know, that's why I got the moderators and whatnot. But some people don't know. Some people don't know that's where the moderators come in and state that, you know, not to use caps and things of that nature because it symbolizes yelling. You know, sometimes I use caps by accident and whatnot. You know what I mean? He said no caps. Amazing says if my kid's mother doesn't want to marry me and still talk with her ex, should I go on with my life? Yes. Yes. Listen, she ain't interested in you, man. I'm gonna keep it real like a coach. Like a coach. Listen, she ain't interested in you. Simple as that. I'm not here to be funny. I'm here to be real. If the woman don't want to marry you and she's interested in her ex, just let it be, man. Just be a real man. I'm not saying you're not, but just continue to take care of your kids, continue to work, continue to spend quality time with your kids, man, and just keep it moving, man. She don't want you. You know, she don't want you. Like I said, I took L's in the past and things like that. I took L's, trust me, I did. You know, and it don't feel good. So just keep just keep it moving, man. You know? KMN said that was for the lady that lost her brother. I understand grief should definitely seek counseling. I've been there and understand. King Rico says, man, these are words. It's in your thoughts that you hear yelling. Mrs. O says, thanks, Tony. I have no malice in my heart for none of them, believe it or not. I'm actually counting some people in my family that come to reach out to me, see how God works. He has always been good. Absolutely. Levon says, jealous is a weird thing. I had women hate on me because I spend time with my husband. Wow. Yeah. That could be something right there too. You know, I'm not married yet. I'm not married yet. You understand that? You know? But when you have friends, when you're single and whatnot, you know, when you have friends, y'all been hanging out for a long time. You understand that? Y'all been going to bowling or whatever, you know, out there playing basketball or exercising. The moment you get somebody, you're about to marry them, guess what? That time is no more. Or it's lessened, you know. Now the friends or the associates, they feel some type of way. You understand that? But guess what, man? You're married now. You know what I'm saying? You're married now. That's just how it's gonna be. You know what I mean? Listen, spend as much time with your spouse as you can. You understand? Definitely. Definitely encourage quality time with each other. But I know sometimes you gotta have your own time because sometimes people get on your nerve. You understand that? For sure, in general. Um you funny at Gin Juice. Negative people take too much energy from you. I will not give them energy. I just won't. I'm too high on God for that, Mrs. O says. Ruby Bella says, yes, give them the truth. I pray God will strengthen that young man's heart and give him peace. Absolutely. Absolutely. What up, Shirley Dukes? Corey Finnan says, don't interest yourself with someone who don't want you. It will lead to disappointment in the end. K.A. Men says, if you pursue a woman that doesn't want you and she wants someone else, if she ever get with you, she'll get with you to use you while she's with who she really wants to be with. Good point. Good point. For sure. George Richardson says it's best to keep it real now instead of telling him after they've gotten married. Wow. Wow. Alicia Williams says DNA tests seems necessary. She's too close to the ex. Oh, man, that's crazy. Stacey Starr says, I'm 24 years old. I'm 24 years. Oh, excuse me. I'm 24 years in being married. We are one God first, then my husband. 24 years. 24 years of marriage. Wow. Wow. Woo. Man. That's all I got to say. Wow. All right. Okay. All right, we're about to conclude this live. We are about to conclude this live. You know, if you got any closing remarks, closing comments to the topic at hand, feel free. This is Live Conversations number 149, where we just have conversations, interacting, you know, with the people in the chat room in general. I appreciate everybody for coming on. My email is boxertonyharvin@gmail.com. You know, my thing to everybody is stay encouraged. You know, stay encouraged. Keep doing what you're doing. If you're in school, if you're in college, you know, if you're working and try to be a CEO, a vice president, or whatever the case may be, anything that don't contradict the word, keep doing what you're doing, for sure. You said 24 years with the same face. Well, listen, some people could do it, man. Some people could do it for sure. You know, all right. 24 years. Wow. 24 years. And listen, I ain't even start yet. 24 years. 24 years. Woo. Man. What? I appreciate everybody once again for coming on this live. If you're on the lookout for more Truth of God videos, do remember Facebook. I'm blasting more of the Truth of God due to the shadow banning of things on here on YouTube. I broadcast more and more on Facebook and the groups and whatnot and things of that nature. Do remember, so when you go on Facebook, when you search the groups, search holiness in the Truth of God scriptures. We got over 30,000 followers there. That one is another one. Our Father, which are in heaven. That started this year. I think it's maybe over 6,000 followers. So not that it's about followers or whatever, but you know, the growth of putting out the truth and things like that. And there's other groups that, you know, I minister, whatever the case may be. You know, I can't even keep up with it. So many. But, you know, when you go on Facebook, you want to see more Truth of God videos and things like that, go to groups, type in Holiness, Truth of God and Scriptures. It's the one over 30K, over 30,000 subscribers, or excuse me, over 30,000 followers. And it's another one, Our Father, which art in heaven. You know, you'll see the stars in the beginning and the stars at the end, you know. That has over 6,000, I believe, followers or whatever. All right. We out. Peace to everybody. All right. Peace.